Hello YouTube, it is Yuga, voice of the dragons, and this video is long overdue. I didn't realize so much time had passed by since I had done an update on the Shungite Detox. A lot has happened since I originally embarked on my journey with Shungite water. I've developed and created a whole new system versus what I had been working with. Not too new, but just it's new and it's a big improvement and it's a lot more organized, and you will be seeing the device soon enough. So it's been 3.5 years on Magnaviolet Clear almost every single day. And originally when I had done the detox video, I think I was doing a daily update. I need to go back and check, but I really don't want to. I want to record and have everything fresh. But regardless, you can go back and check. It's either a week update or a month update of just me doing reoccurring videos and just showing how the Shungite detox goes about. And if memory serves correct, when you first get on the Shungite water and you're drinking it consistently enough, you do get a little bit sick. You feel kind of down for a few days, just off of memory, and you pee a lot. Having had this much experience with Shungite water, I can definitively say that yes, it does replace all the fluid in your body at some point when you drink enough of it. And it's important to make sure that you have quality Shungite and quality water to start with. After many trials and errors and just trying to fine tune the system and get everything pristine and perfect, the biggest reoccurring problem with working with the amount of Shungite that I have, which is about 2 pounds, maybe a little bit more at this point, but when you're working with that much Shungite, you have to be super anal and picky about what stones you're using, otherwise you will poison yourself. That is a fact. And so the telltale sign of this is you get funky smelling water. You have to let the Shungite sit in the water for at least a day, which is just standard protocol for my procedures. But yeah, let's talk about that. So we'll go ahead and show you the Magnaviolet Clear Radionics 2.0 system, and then we'll talk about just everything and anything that I can think about in regards to the Shungite 3.5 year detox anniversary. So here is Magnaviolet Clear Radionics 2.0 in all its glory. It's a lot more refined and tuned. It's a lot more organized compared to the last version. But basically, it is the same principles and fundamentals that I'm applying. There's a few new added features to this, which makes it a little bit more effective at structuring water. I've reduced the structure time to almost zero. Anything that gets put through this gets almost instantaneously structured, and I've done multiple tests to verify this. But on this version at least, I'm mostly just using Shungite, selenite, and then magnets with some tourmaline, and right there where my finger is, just that one stone is a giant piece of magnetite. And I got magnets going all throughout the piece. There's magnets inside, they're coated in epoxy so nothing is leaching into the water, and they're really, really small magnets anyways. But safety first, always. Now the next thing we'll talk about are the Orgonite additions. So all these little dragons that you see right here are actually pieces of Orgonite made by my really good friend. And then this one was made by a different friend, but his stuff is equally as effective, so I just placed it there and letting it harmonize with the rest of the system. And I'm sure some of you noticed the tensor tools. I was gifted these by another friend, and he wanted me to work with him and test some of his tools, and we did some tests, and those tests are available on my YouTube channel on the short side. If you want to check those out, you can check the test. But we got a double twisted tensor ring, AccuVac, and then the two on the back, I can't remember, but different qubits for different effects. And don't forget, all that Shungite, that raw elite Shungite in the water directly, handpicked to utilize the most effective capacity that is held within the Shungite. It took a very long time to get it all calibrated, but it's so worth it because I don't have to worry about anything. I can just pour water in and pull it out whenever I want to, and I know I can get good structured water. So we talked about the system, let's talk about me. I know some of you are curious about that part of the video. So, Having been put on psych medication, that really kind of affected the detox, and because I still am on it, it does kind of counteract the full abilities of what the Shungite is trying to do. But this is a medicine that I feel is important for me to be on at the moment. It's not something I want to be on for forever, but for the meantime, it's something that definitely needs to be a part of my life. Originally, when I had first made the Magnaviolet water, I had this thought and idea, more of a perception really, that it would help control weight and help the body regulate its weight. And I think after drinking enough and detoxing enough, and because my weight fluctuated up to 150. When I was doing the videos back then, I was way underweight, really, really underweight. I was around 110 on a good day. And I jumped up to 150 because of the psych meds. And right now I'm around 130. I need to put more weight on, but I have been working out, getting back into doing Qigong regularly, being involved more with my spiritual practice. And something else I have done recently for myself is getting into what I call light calisthenics. And what I mean by light calisthenics is I'm really just easing everything back, using my body back into a rigorous physical routine. I'm not doing anything really extreme. About 10 to 15 minutes 3 times a week, if I can handle that. It's really just babying myself right now and just making sure I can build muscle and put muscle back on, because I really lost a lot of weight when I first started, I should say. I'm just really trying to focus on building muscle and keeping limber and not losing my mobility, because I am 29, 30 is right around the corner, and a lot of people say once you hit 30, it goes downhill, and I really don't want that to happen to me. Now, one thing I do remember distinctly, and this is happening now at this time, um, once you have activated your Kundalini enough and you've pulled enough toxins out of your body, and you let the Shungite do what it needs to do, at the base of my skull, like right here, I just have to shift and pop my neck, or shift and adjust my neck ever so slightly, and just move it around, and I feel the cerebral spinal fluid going up and down, and I get pops in my neck. Normally these pops are, they're not just pops, but like, it's a, how do I say it? It is a side effect of a spiritual occurrence or phenomena that is happening internally within the body. And ever since I've been getting back into the Qigong and doing the workouts, it's been a lot more active. And another thing I should say, I haven't been able to do the third eye flash that I can do. And what I mean by that is if I close my eyes, I hone my focus, and I breathe intense enough, I can activate my third eye on command, and I can see a blue ring in my mind's eye. And it's like not even just in my mind's eye, it's in my mind. I'm physically activating and stressing the third eye pineal gland and causing some type of biological reaction. And I've met a few people that have had that experience. It has regressed for me, like I said, but I feel like there's just some things internally that I need to work through, and it'll come back because it does pop open on occasion, but it's not as strong as it used to be. So that's where I am at right now. As far as psychic abilities and communication with my guides, I would say my guides and the ability to telepathically communicate with them is very, very easy at this point for me. As far as psychic ability goes, I am a lot stronger than I was back then for just obvious reasons. If that's not obvious for you, I'll just list a few things. My clairvoyant skills and my ability to use and interpret tarot is a lot better finally. I've been working on being able to handle tarot and give people good and authentic readings. My ability to work with stones, I would say, is a little more heightened. I haven't been putting as much work into stones and crystal magic, but I do feel a calling to do so in more very recent times. I have felt that call. So if you're finding this video and you're interested in crystals and more like Shungite stuff, I can't see it, but more like Shungite and being into using crystal healing on a practical level, I will be posting more videos in alignment with what I call ascension stones, and I will be doing that very soon. But internally, I'm feeling pretty damn good, honestly. I gotta wrap things up because I don't have too much memory on my phone, and I'm running out of space, and it's just gonna take way too long to upload. But internally, I'm doing really good. I'm getting physically better. I probably am the healthiest I've been within the last decade, I should say. But Magnaviolet Clear has changed my life completely. Ever since I first found it and created it myself and have been perfecting and fine tuning the system, yeah, it's made a huge difference in my life. And just like I've mentioned before in the past, if anyone wants me to build them a system, I can build you a system, replicate the design, and give you most of the same fundamental aspects that are held within the nature of not cosmic radionics, held within Magnaviolet Clear radionics. But that's a whole nother video for another day. But I'll go ahead and cut the video off here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking me out. And here's to more years to Shungite. We'll see how far I can go with this. But your love and support is what carries me through all these efforts that I've been trying to get through to other people. But I hope you have a good day. May you blessed be. And Draco Hic sunt.